Hey guys, Richard here. So one question I'm always asked is how long am I going to have to wait before I start making money with affiliate marketing? So I thought I'd make this quick video kind of to go over the various factors that you need to consider when you're starting out trying to make money online. So if you're a complete beginner, this is going to be ideal for you because it's going to really help you understand exactly what's needed to build a real business online. So stick around, I'm going to be telling you some real truth here so that you can really assess exactly where you are and how much you need to be doing to finally start making those commissions. So just before we start, my name is Richard Darby, this is the School of Nomads. If you haven't been over to our channel before, go ahead and hit the subscribe and notification bell and I'll let you know as soon as I release videos just like this one. And if you're really interested in building a long-term sustainable business online, go ahead and check out the link in the description below to the School of Nomads, and I'll take you through the whole process step by step. So I want to discuss a number of topics. I want to go through the overall roadmap for making money online. Then I want to discuss some of the success factors. And these are the types of factors that are directly going to affect how much time it's going to take to make money. Then we'll talk through some various promotion methods. And I'm going to recommend a promotion method that I actually use that is successful for me. And then we'll go through a summary. And I'm going to kind of give you my 3 secrets to success for making money online. So first off is our roadmap to success. So whenever we're starting out online, obviously the first thing we need to do is figure out what kind of niche and what type of product that we want to promote. So when we're talking about affiliate marketing, those who are completely new to the world of affiliate marketing, you're basically getting a commission for selling other people's products online. Now they can be physical products or digital products, all sorts of various types of products that you can sell, but the principle is going to be the same. It's just the way and the format that you sell it in will be different. So you need to obviously go ahead and choose a good niche that you're interested in, that you're willing to build content around, and then you need to go in and find some winning products that people are actually going to be interested in. Second thing you need to do is set up all of your systems. Now what I mean by that is that you'll need lots of things like websites. You might need a Shopify store, you'll need a domain name, you need an autoresponder. All of these types of systems you'll need to put in place to enable your affiliate marketing to be successful. Then the third thing we need to do is we need to talk about developing your content. So whatever you're going to be promoting online, the best way to do it is to provide some form of content around that particular niche and product to be showing people that then gets them interested in those particular things. So you need to figure out how you're going to develop that content, and there's lots of different options around developing content. Fourth, and really crucial, is driving traffic. What we mean by that is that you need to be driving visitors into your funnel, as we call it, that allows them to become leads, that allows them to buy your products and services. So driving traffic is obviously a crucial thing around this whole success roadmap. And then 5 is rinsing and repeating. So we start off by developing content, driving traffic, and then developing more and more content so that we're constantly getting new visitors, new leads, and new sales. So rinsing and repeating is a really crucial thing. Next up, we'll talk about our success factors. So there's a number of success factors that are really going to affect how successful you are online. We have some practical success factors and we have some human success factors. So I'm going to go through those various things. And when I do this, I want you to be really thinking about what are the types of things that are affecting you at the moment and what kind of things can you put in place to enable you to build your business. So the first thing we'll talk about is our practical success factors. The first one is around the product itself. So the types of things that you need to consider when you're talking about going into affiliate marketing is you need to find that great niche and choose that great product. So again, they could be digital or they could be physical products, and that obviously affects how you actually sell that online. When you have these products, there could be some affiliate material that comes along with those products that you can use to actually help you first set up your business. So there could be emails, there could be graphics, all sorts of affiliate material that you could use. And this happens a lot when you're promoting digital products from forums like ClickBank. They'll actually have material that you can go ahead and use. And it gives you a kind of a head start. I wouldn't actually use that to only use that directly. I would actually use that as inspiration for my other content. And then you've got to figure out how to promote things. So there's lots of different ways that you can promote things online. You can build a blog, you can build a YouTube channel, you can have Shopify stores, lots and lots of different ways that you can promote. But you need to be able to figure that out before you embark on this journey of trying to be an affiliate marketer. You need to figure out what niche you're actually going to go into, and then how you're going to go ahead and promote in that particular niche. The second thing is around your systems. Now, I talked a little bit about this already. You're going to need a website. You potentially might need an online store if you're doing some kind of physical promotions. You will need an autoresponder because you need to be able to set up email lists. You will need graphics. You will need some form of social media, whether you're trying to get a following in social media or you're using that directly for promotion. And you'll need some form of page builder if you're buying websites. You also may need things like video creation tools if you're going to go into video. So all of this is practical factors that you need to, one, purchase, and then two, learn how to actually use. And thirdly is all around your content. Now, different types of affiliate marketing need different types of promotion. The most successful way that you do affiliate marketing usually is by providing a lot of highly valued content to your following, who then will purchase things off you. So for any kind of content creation, you would need some form of keyword research. You would need to learn the content. You need to develop that content for your particular platform. You need to decide on the format, whether it's going to be video, whether it's going to be a blog, and then you need to add that content to the platform. Again, all of these factors take time to learn and to figure out how to do in the most efficient way, and then to actually go ahead and do them. So the second thing is around your human factors. So real big deal when you're doing any form of online marketing especially, and really starting out any kind of new business, is your mindset. You really need to have a mindset that's long term when you're starting out a business online. If you are developing content, it takes a while for that content to actually take off, and even for you to create enough content for it actually start to gain traction. That all takes a while. So you need to have a really good attitude towards what you're trying to achieve online. You have to have a lot of patience. You have to have a vision for the future and understand what you're doing today is going to give you some real benefits in the future. You need to be very consistent if you're doing things like creating content, and you need to have a lot of positivity around your business. So your mindset is really, really critical. The second thing, and again, a real pull on your time, is your responsibilities. Now, you could have family, you could have children, you could have a second job. Your finances would affect how long it would take to get going. As I said, there's lots of things you would need to really purchase to get going. And they're not that expensive, to be honest, when you're first starting out online. When you first start online, it's a brilliant way to start a business, because the things you need to start a business online are reasonably inexpensive, especially if you're going into affiliate marketing where you're not actually developing your own products. And then you might have issues with your health, and also you've got partners that you need to have a balance on how much time you spend with your partners, with your family. So all of these things, again, everybody's going to be different. I've got children, I've got a family, so my time personally is pulled between my business or my family. Some people may not have children, and they could spend a lot more time dedicating towards their online business. So this is really going to affect the timeline it takes you to make money online. And lastly, as far as human factors is concerned, is just to get started, you need to be able to learn all of the skill sets to put your system in place. So if you've got no experience of building websites, even buying a domain name, setting up an autoresponder, making videos, all of that is going to take you time to learn. So learning those skill sets and building those systems is going to take you time. Developing a content for your particular business always takes time, and getting enough out there to actually make a difference, that's going to take you time. To build any kind of social media will take time, and also to build an email marketing list will take time. So all of these things are going to have a pull on your time, and you need to figure out what's the best use of your time so that we can get this business up and running as efficiently as possible. So now we kind of understand the factors that are going to be a pull on our time. I want to talk to you about the various promotion methods that you can utilize to kind of get your business up and running. And again, now I'm going to actually start discussing some real numbers around the amount of time each of these promotion methods take. So the first thing we'll discuss is kind of the slower route. Now, the slower route means that you're using free traffic to come to a website and then to view content and purchase your particular products. Now, that free traffic could be things like SEO, which is really blogging, relying on keywords and search engines to find your content. It could be using YouTube to upload videos, and then people come across your video in YouTube, just like you've done with this video now. You would have typed a keyword in and then come across this video. It could be using social media, which is a slightly different thing because it relies a lot on people actually engaging with your content, liking and sharing your content. So it's a tricky thing, social media, when you're first a beginner to get going. So they're kind of the three main free traffic sources. And then, of course, what you'll have then is once you start getting people on an email list, you can also directly communicate with your email list. And then this is all about, really, when you're talking about free traffic, building in a relationship with those folks because they get to know you because you're always giving them more and more content before you can go ahead and actually ask them to purchase things off you. So it's a kind of slower route, but it is a very safe route, having said that, because it organically builds over time. Now, the monthly cost of this is going to be around $50 to $100 a month. That's really because of the systems that you put in place. You'll need to go ahead and have initial outlays for things like domain names. You'll need some website hosting. You need to pay for an autoresponder. So those things cost around $50 a month. And also, potentially, if you're going to go into YouTube, you'll need some kind of video creation software. Some of it is reasonably inexpensive, but then obviously you can go down the more expensive route on all of these things. So that's going to be your initial outlay. Now, the timescale of something like this is really 3 to 6 months. Now, that is a really big estimate based on all of those factors I've already discussed with you. Some people will start seeing money after 3 months consistently. Some people won't start seeing money till a year, and some people won't ever see money because of all of those factors I discussed with you. Various things will start creeping in and you'll never see money. So on the slower route, you would probably estimate between 3 to 6 months, maybe slightly more, before you're going to see any kind of real sales from your business. Now, there is a faster route, and this is more aggressive, and this is around you using paid ads. Now, you can use things like Google ads, solo ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, all sorts of paid ads that would bring traffic to your site a lot quicker. Now, obviously, you still utilize your email marketing. You're still trying to build relationships through your website and through your email marketing, but essentially, this is not waiting for people to come across your particular content. It's actually getting paid traffic to come ahead and look at your website, who would then hopefully engage with you and purchase. Now, the big problem with things like paid ads is that they are very expensive and they take a long time to truly optimize so that you don't spend a lot of money on advertising revenue without really seeing any results. Now, for example, things like Facebook ads, you could really spend a lot of money just getting leads, and you need a really robust back end to your business as far as email marketing to actually sell to those leads. Now, the one here I've marked in red is really what I don't like because the quality of the types of leads you get from solo ads is really, really poor. And lots and lots of people have issues, especially when they're beginning with solo ads, and spend a lot of money and really wasting a lot of money on solo ads. So I personally would never use solo ads because the traffic is so bad quality. You might make 1 or 2 sales, but you could end up getting several hundred people on an email list that actually is totally non-responsive. You don't even know if those emails are real, and it's just a waste of money in the long term. So I would never use things like solo ads, and as a beginner, I wouldn't even go down this route of having paid ads. This is more for people that really understand how to advertise. But it is the faster route. Now, your monthly cost is going to be about $300 to $500, and that cost includes all of your systems, but then it also includes your advertising revenue, because really, if you're spending anything less than $10-20 a day on your advertising, you're not really going to be able to see enough data to actually optimize those ads in the future. So you need to be spending a good amount on advertising to get them correct. And of course, the time scale of this is if you use something like solo ads or Facebook ads, you can see a sell very, very quickly. The problem is, obviously, it's going to cost you a lot of money, and that might not be sustainable over the long term. So I'll go through some of the issues with these methods. Now, the slow method, obviously, it could be far too slow for you, and you could get a little bit peeved off with it and think, oh, this isn't working and I'm doing all of this work for nothing. And you just get bored with it. You run out of patience. You might even just run out of time because you're wanting to rely on this business to set you up in some way. You'll start getting distracted, especially in the make money online niche. There's lots and lots of shiny objects being sold all of the time by lots and lots of different vendors that really don't actually give you any value, but they look like they do. They promise you the earth. They promise you $100 a day with very little work, and people just get distracted and they go off and use a different product, and then they end up wasting all of the time that they'd spent on their previous business trying to set something new up, and they just end up in this constant roundabout of buying new products, setting something up, and then dumping them and trying something new. So it's something that happens all the time with especially people who are beginners. Now the fast method, you can end up running out of money because obviously the advertising cost is going to be so high. You look for more and more products to promote because you'll be looking for those sales all the time, because they're not going to come through consistently until you've really optimized, one, the initial advertisement, and then two, everything that happens on the back end once somebody comes into your funnel. And if that's not properly optimized, you'll be wasting money all over the place on your advertising. So people tend to go and look for a different product to do the same thing with, hoping that they'll get better results. And it's usually not the product. It's actually the way that your system's set up. You'll end up running out of patience. You'll end up having a lack of knowledge just over your whole system because you've not actually let it organically grow and really understand how things work. You've just thrown it all together and then started buying solo ads, for instance, and you don't really understand what the traffic is that comes to you, what actually makes them buy off you, all of those things, and you'll end up having quite a big lack of knowledge about how your own business works. The second one here around lack of knowledge is just the basic understanding of your revenue and profit within a business, because I'll go back to the solo ads example. What you see a lot with solo ads is people will go ahead and buy 100 clicks to an offer, and they might get 1 or 2 sales there, and then they'll have 50 or 60 people will end up on your email list. And you'll walk away from that particular transaction thinking, that was actually a good deal because I got all these people on my email list and I've made 2 sales. Now those sales won't equal the actual cost of your solo ads, for one. And then 2, most of the people on your email list will never respond to an email because the quality of the traffic is so bad. Now that just basic understanding of how much you pay for ad revenue and what you actually get in return will catch a lot of people out initially. That's why you need to have a little bit of a different approach when you're talking about paid advertising in your business. And you'll completely run out of time because you'll have no more time, you'll have no more money, and it becomes a really big issue if you try and make money online too quickly. But I do have a slightly different approach. So the approach that I use and many other people use is kind of the slower route, especially when you're starting out as a beginner. So it's the slower route, and we call it is supercharged. So what you do is you use things like YouTube, blogging, social media, and that's really the base and the foundation of your business. And then once you start building content for that and you've got a good feel for the way that the business is operating, you can then introduce some small paid ads into the business and then test to see what difference that makes. The reason that is much more safer is that obviously you can switch those paid ads off if they're not working for you, but you've also got the foundation of your business that you're still working on to make sure that you're still making progress. So this is a much safer approach. It's much more predictable. You've got much more control about what's going on. It is more of a long-term mindset because you're building the foundations of your business, and this is much more achievable, especially for people who are just setting out. And again, I wouldn't really start this approach until I was 6 months, a year into my business anyway, because I'd want a real foundation built before I started introducing paid ads. But it is an option if you wanted to speed things up slightly, is to get some really good small paid ads running into your business and then seeing if that helps you grow. So I just wanted to kind of give you my overall summary and give you my 3 secrets to success. So the first one is you've got to have patience. You've got to realize that if you're talking about free traffic especially, that takes time and you need to think a bit long term. The problem these days is that a lot of people go online and they get caught up in all of this $100 a day done for you systems, never ending traffic, all of that kind of talk that is basically there to appeal to people who are trying to make money online. And the reality is, if you really want to grow a long-term business online, you have to have a little bit more of a mature mind and think about what it's really going to take. So again, the first one is around patience. The second one is you've got to be consistent. If you're developing content for your particular niche to drive people to certain products and services, you need to be very consistent about how you actually develop that content and how often you put it up. Because at the end of the day, your business will build as your content builds. So you need to be making content on a regular basis from the very start of your business. And lastly, you've got to be providing value. So if you're seen as somebody who's just going to go and grab a link, an affiliate link from somebody and try and spam people, that might work once or twice, but 3 months down the line, you won't be getting the same success. You need to be providing value to people. You need to pick on a niche that you're really interested in And you see it all of the time on places like YouTube. People are giving value videos all of the time, and then they recommend products and services that they like within their descriptions. And that's kind of the way that it works on most platforms, is provide that value first, make sure you're answering people's questions, make sure you're helping people, and then you can go ahead and sell your products and service to them. And it's a much more sustainable way to act when you're online. So guys, I hope you found that useful. It was just a quick kind of rundown because I get asked this question quite a lot around how long it's going to take me to start making money online. I wanted to give you some real truth around this. If you did find this valuable, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and leave a comment below. So also guys, everything I discussed today, if you look at the link in the description below over to the School of Nomads, we've got a product there called the Simple Traffic Blueprint, which is ideal for beginners, and it takes you through every step of starting a business online in great detail, from selecting a niche to building websites to building YouTube channels, putting together your content and then driving traffic to that content. Every single step of the way is explained. So if you're interested in that, please go ahead and check it out below. My name has been Richard Darby. Until next time, take care.